Iron Man issue 2 heads 1 year into the past, where Dr. Zoda asks Adam 4 how his new legs are. The man says that they are functional, but wants the doctor to call him by his real name, Korvac. Zoda asks what Korvac's mission is, and the man says to serve the Enclave, but Zoda knows that's only half true, since the being is to help the Enclave create a better Earth. Korvac thinks that sounds selfish, and humans are so arrogant to think that their world is more important than any other, wondering why they don't seek to make a better universe or reality for all instead. Zoda reveals that Korvac is a cybernetic amalgamation with unlimited intellect and above this talk, but Korvac grabs him, saying his intellect has told him that the universe is a landfill war-torn by the greedy, and their reality is godless and lost, but he is just steps away from becoming a god himself. He lets Zoda go, telling him that he can have his Enclave since he has bigger plans, and they begin immediately. In the present, Iron Man is trapped by Arcade in Murder World, forced to partake in a pirate pay-per-view boxing match with Absorbing Man, who absorbs Tony's power source, using it against the hero to slam him into the ground. Crusher doesn't understand why they ended up there, but if taking Tony out gets him back to his wife, then he will do it. Crusher throws Tony into the turnbuckles as the hero blasts him with his repulsors, tackling the man into the other side of the ring. Before Tony throws a punch, however, he remembers the fight is being broadcast around the world, and the bets are favoring Crusher. He throws Crusher, wondering why no one bets on the good guy anymore. The two continue to fight until Tony is blasted into the ring by Crusher. The referee begins to count down, but Tony stops him, grabbing the man and ripping his face off to reveal it's Arcade in a disguise. Doing so makes Tony realize that he just cost a lot of people their money as the crowd boos him. Back in Tony's apartment, he finishes his story to Patsy, telling her the fight ended in a draw. She wonders why that all matters, telling him it doesn't. Tony wonders what they are doing, so Patsy tells him that they are trying some Zen meditation to help with his wandering mind. She shows him how to sit and hold his hands and tells him to regulate his breathing, but Tony can't stop thinking about the battle with Absorbing Man. He asks Patsy what she thinks, but the frustrated woman knows the villain would have easily beaten Tony. She asks that since Tony knew Arcade was going to capture him, why did he let the villain do that? But Tony only asks why everyone roots for the bad guy nowadays. Patsy realizes that he wanted to get beaten up on live TV since he's punishing himself, wanting to know what he's trying to prove. Tony only says that he's trying to see if he's still a hero as his helmet alerts him to an incoming call. Putting on the helmet and answering the call, Tony learns that several Stark pharmaceutical scientists were kidnapped by Cardiac, who says that he's going to kill them because of Tony Stark. Tony asks if Patsy wants to help him out, donning his armor and heading out into the city. Tony begins thinking what even is Iron Man, and if he's even Tony Stark, since after all his consciousness was stored in a virtual reality, or it might be even a bunch of new cells grown in a genetic pod, or is he the sore knee and neck he has from fighting Absorbing Man? Patsy asks who he's talking to, causing Tony to apologize as he arrives at the black orb Cardiac has set up. Cardiac says that the hero profits off the sick and poor, letting people die while he counts his money. The villain fires on the hero, telling him that his scientists want to develop a high-cost cure, so it's time for them to feel the effects of untreated disease at the moment of death. Iron Man blasts the villain, his suit detecting 5 humans within the orb, all whom will die of asphyxia if not rescued in 4 minutes. Iron Man tells Hellcat that the people are inside as he tries to blow his way inside, but the suit tells him the orb is made up of a combination of vibranium, adamantium, and iron, impossible for him to breach. Cardiac says that the people need to die to send the message that their healthcare system is a crime. Hellcat takes down the villain as Tony backs up, asking his suit if he's far enough back, and the suit confirms this distance allows him to move at maximum velocity. Iron Man speeds towards the orb, asking if he's going to survive, but the suit doesn't know, only knowing that he will absolutely get compound fractures to many of his bones. Reaching top speed, Iron Man slams into the orb, shattering his armor but making it through, saving the people. However, his suit tells him he has 17 fractured bones and a punctured lung, and his heartbeat is irregular. Hellcat comes to help the hero down as later at the hospital, Cardiac is interviewed by the news, telling them that Tony Stark has no soul. Tony can't believe they went with that quote as Patsy asks Tony if she can give Tony's insurance to them, but Tony knows he's uninsurable, so he's paying out of pocket for this. Patsy thinks he's quite lucky for that, but Tony knows he's already had his chops busted once today and she can stop. She asks the man if he's ever had to look past his own privilege, but Tony says he's devoted his entire life to helping people as as Iron Man, but Patsy knows all he did was give himself more power than he already had, and enjoyed more legal leeway than most people on Earth, and he answers to no one, making him just another white guy with a god complex. Tony knows it's true, asking her if he died doing something heroic it would make up for it. Patsy realizes what this has all been about, to reduce his moral complexities of his reputation to one commemorative memorial statue in Central Park. Tony can't come up with anything witty to say, only pointing out that the woman is wearing a cat mask, making Patsy begin to really like being Tony's new tough love buddy. Suddenly, a hospital alarm goes off, alerting everyone to Unicorn escaping from the hospital behavioral ward. Hellcat rushes out to stop him, but the villain punches her in the face, telling her that he has been called by God through the electricity, escaping the hospital and Hellcat. Iron Man issue 2 continued the fun and different story Christopher Cantwell is telling as Tony's character is unpacked a little more, along with some cool action this issue. I love here that Tony has actual real problems happening to him, and it's not something he can just patch with a new set of armor or wipe away with his money or hide with his wit. He's a hero trying to figure out who he's meant to be, and he's finding it really difficult to do so, and I just love it. God complexes also factor heavily into this issue, as we get some really great parallels between Korvac and Tony, two beings with God complexes who want totally different things for the world and maybe the universe. So I'm looking forward to both of them confronting one another eventually and the big battle that will ensue. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10.